Hi, everyone.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
We already have a few people here.
Hi,
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 Jason.
Cajun. Hannah.
Diana.
Anna. I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's been a long, boring day, but I'm okay.
Did you get some good reading done, or did you do
I
something else?
did, yeah. I got a lot of reading done and
That's good.
some other like YouTube stuff and stuff like that. So, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I did a video and uploaded it, and I did some editing for my book 3. So it was a little productive. Haven't done any reading yet, but that's what these sprints are for.
Exactly.
This would be a great time since you're having to be off to make some extra videos and have them, so then you don't have to rush around.
True. True. Yeah, that's a fair point.
People probably know who we are by now, but does everyone want to go ahead and introduce yourselves and your channel and what you're reading?
Sure, just in case somebody pops in that don't know us. Hi, I'm Stormy from Storm Reads, and I read just about everything. So
I am Tiffany from the Beach Bump Bookworm. Hello. And my channel is mainly about cozy mysteries and romance books. Nancy, pizza and salad. Excellent choice.
I'm Johara at The Witchy Reader, and my channel is mostly about fantasy, but I also talk about my own books that I write.
Excellent.
Yeah. What's everyone reading today?
I am reading one. They Never Learned by Lynn Fargo. It's a thriller, and I don't really remember anything about what it's about, except I had it as an e-arc. I think I don't know if it was the beginning of this year or last year, so I really need to get to it.
I'm reading Dead and Buried. It's the third book in the Cranberry Cove series by Peg Cochran. I'm actually at 89%, so I should finish it pretty quickly, maybe during the first sprint. And then I started Louisiana Longshot, which is my recommended scavenger hunt pick from Hannah in the chat, and I'm reading it on ebook. So that's why I went ahead and started it, because I'm a slow ebook reader with my eyes. And yeah. Oh, and then I'm getting ready to start a romance book too.
Nice.
Yeah.
I finally got out of the reading slump I've been in, so I'm finally going to finish Shadow and Bone.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Is that still the first one?
Yeah. I was in a reading slump for a couple months, and it sucked, but I'm finally getting out of it. So I've been getting more reading done lately, so I'm happy about that.
Excellent.
Nice. I've never heard of that.
Cancel of Mirrors. I have not either, but it sounds cute.
Nice.
Twisted 26.
Is that a Stephanie Plum one?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The Stephanie Plum series.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be doing a video tomorrow where it's like you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen on BookTube those come book shopping with me kind of videos. Well, I'm going to do a similar one, but we're going to the library instead, and I'm going to pick a cozy mystery for the scavenger hunt pick recommended by a friend.
Awesome.
So it'll be one of them that you guys recommended on the chat. So it'll be my first cozy mystery. I'm a little nervous.
I'm so excited for you. Nancy's reading the second series read-along book, Stabbed in the Baklava.
Nice.
Hi, Thrifty.
Thank you for joining.
Happy Friday to you. Tell us what you're reading.
It's 5:10. Do you guys want to do the first sprint?
Sure.
Whenever you want.
A half hour?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm probably going to go take my camera off because I'm going to be working on my Goodreads, and I'm going to go to my bookshelf and start putting stuff back on my want to read section. So
fun.
Excellent.
All right. Happy reading.
Yes. Enjoy, guys.
Hey,
Hello.
how are your sprints?
Mine was good. I seriously have 9 minutes left in my book.
Awesome.
How about you?
Continue?
What's that?
I said, do you want to continue?
Oh, I'll finish it in the next sprint. How was your sprint?
Good. I finished the chapter I was on. There was some enticing romance happening between two characters, and then some drama ensued. So there's a lot of drama in this chapter. That was fun.
Nice.
How about you, Storm?
Oh, good. I ended up having to switch what I was listening to. So I was gonna listen to "They Never Learn" while I did my, and I moved into a different spot. And on my Libby, it kept going around and around saying it was downloading, but it wasn't downloading, and so I couldn't watch or couldn't listen to it. So I was already listening to a book on Hoopla, so I just went over to that one, and it's Delphine and the Silver Needle by Alyssa Moon. It's I don't know if I can get it right, but it's a little mousy one. It's a middle grade, got a little mice on there.
Oh, that's cute.
Me and my mice.
I was about to say that too. You and your mice. I was just getting ready to say that.
And it's about Cinderella's mice.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
Disney book, and yeah. And so far, it's pretty good. I'm 33% into it. So
Nice.
Excellent.
Fun.
Excellent. Haley.
Hi, Lee. How was your nap? Are you feeling refreshed?
Yes. I was thinking it was the Stephanie Plum. Yes, I absolutely love the Stephanie Plum series. It's a total comfort read for me.
Yeah, I had restarted Seekers, the first book, and that's definitely my comfort read, which you probably know by now with how much I talk about it.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see you changed your channel name.
Yeah. But I thought this kind of matches the whole fantasy thing. And I do love witches.
I was
Gotcha.
gonna say it fits you better, like a witchy reader. Because you said you like witches a lot, and it's fantasy.
Yeah, I do. Thanks. Nice.
15 minutes of reading one chapter of Digital Fortress by Dan. The Da Vinci Code, right? Yeah. I read the Da Vinci Code, and I think I read Angels and Demons. I don't remember, but I definitely read the Da Vinci Code.
I never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I've heard of it.
Yeah, I've never watched it either.
It's pretty popular, but I just don't watch a whole lot of newer stuff that's on right now. So that's my thing.
A lot of the newer like comedy stuff is not sense of humor, so I don't watch a lot of it.
A lot of it's what? I'm sorry.
It's not my kind of sense of humor.
Oh yeah,
and so I don't like it.
Gotcha.
Yeah. With TV, fantasy is my favorite genre with that too. But with TV, I kind of branch out with a lot more genres than I do with books. Like I watch some comedy shows, and romance is still one that I just can't get into TV or book-wise. But yeah, I do watch some newer shows. Well, they're not new, but they're still on the air. They're just several seasons in.
Gotcha.
When it comes to TV, you kind of have to branch out, or you wouldn't be watching a whole lot because there's not like a whole lot of fantasy TV. So
I think I've found some.
More on streaming and things like that, but not on TV or anything.
True. I was actually thinking about rewatching Charmed, which is one of my favorites. It's about witches.
Yeah, I watched most of that, the original, not the
the original. I started the remake, but they were just basically copying the original, and most of the characters weren't that great. I couldn't get into it. I gave up on it.
Yeah, sometimes it's a hit or miss whenever they try to remake a show.
Honestly, I have tried a lot of those new reboots they've made recently. Like they made the Connors for Roseanne. They made a new Walker one, and there's several that they made recently, and I can't get into any of them, so I just gave up on reboots completely.
I do give Walker at least it is different. They didn't try to copy Chuck Norris's version. They did make it different. But in making it different, they made it more of a drama, and it's not in like the other one. So it is completely different.
Yeah.
That's not up some like the people who liked Walker Texas Ranger probably watched it more for like the action and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. That's why I watched it.
Out of it. And so because that's my dad. He loves Walker. He watches it all the time, like almost every day. The old one. And he wanted to watch the new one and everything. And I asked him, he's like, well, it's okay, but it's a lot of drama.
Yeah, my dad gave up on it. Walker's his favorite show, or one of them. But he gave up on it after a few episodes because he was like, it's more of a drama. And I was like,
yeah, remakes are just hard to, I don't know. Most of the time, I wish they'd stay away from them. There's very few that I really.
Yeah.
I think they shouldn't mess with older shows. You know, I mean, they had their time in the spotlight, and there's still several people that rewatch them and stuff. I feel like they shouldn't continue them or remake them or anything. You know. I just feel like they should work on newer things because, like, there's so many books that could be adapted into TV as long as they do it right, Work on stuff like that.
Or like I always say, take things that nobody liked and remake it and try to make it better.
Better.
True. Or do that.
Nice, Nancy. Which book you're doing? Stabbed in the Back Baklava, right?
She said 2 chapters of the Switch.
Oh, okay. Because I know she's got going.
Yeah, she was doing both of them.
Hey, Bev.
Watching her nephew. How old is your nephew?
Glad you're with us.
Sorry about that. I was having sister difficulties.
Something I never had to deal with. I only have one older brother, so.
I'm the oldest of 6, so yeah, and we're not that far apart either. Especially one of them, my sister Fantasia. She's only a year younger than me, so I don't remember a time I was ever an only child.
So he's rambunctious then. He's only 2 years old.
2 years old, yeah, that's
running around, chasing him around.
Yeah, I knew you had quite a few going between several different series. So. Awesome. Yeah, I have 9 minutes left in my Cranberry Cove book, and then I'm going to read some from the Louisiana Long Shot, but that's on KU.
Are you liking the Cranberry Cove one?
Yeah, I am. Hi.
Someone hijacked my screen.
I think I've read the first 3 in that. I'd have to check.
In the Cranberry Cove?
Yeah.
I'm reading that's what I'm reading now is number 3. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's number 3 that I'm reading now. Dead and Buried. I think it's number 3. Yeah, I like it. It's funny because Kobe's reading that, and she's also reading the Dewberry Farm, and she's kind of got to the point where she really likes Dewberry Farm better. I like Cranberry Cove better. I thought that was funny. that were the opposite. I like both. She likes both, but she likes the other one better, and I prefer this one.
Yeah, that happens.
Okay, well, Goodreads says I have it, but that doesn't mean anything. Because my Goodreads is so messed up. But sometimes I forget to put that I read them and
all the time, Storm. I do it all the time.
I tend to forget.
Sure.
Sorry, what?
I just said I'm pretty sure I have, so I was looking to see what it was about, see if it refreshed my memory any.
On Goodreads, I tend to forget to once I read a little bit more, forget to update what page I ended on, so I can be all caught up.
There is one Wait, this one is a heavy British accent. So, oh yeah. I always have to slow down my audio when the narrator has an accent. Always.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read that one because it's talking about the beekeeper and everything. I'm pretty sure I remember that one.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
That's not me.
So
That's not me. So one, two.
the Switch.
What, Tiffany?
The Switch. Do you know what that is?
It's a. I think it's like kind of maybe a contemporary romance or just a contemporary fiction. I'm not quite sure.
Gotcha.
I don't. If I'm thinking about the right one, I think it was a grandmother and her granddaughter like switch places, like apartments or something.
Oh, okay.
And if I'm thinking about the right one, anyway.
Yeah. Well, and they're
the author of the Flat Share, I believe. I don't know if you know that one or not.
I mean, I think I've heard of it, but definitely I haven't read it. So cool. You guys have plans for your channel for next week or coming up in videos?
Not really. I don't know exactly. I need to try to figure out some like videos to. I'm not very good at coming up with ideas that other people haven't already done.
Well, and I think part of it is that it's so saturated, you know, I mean, but so I'm doing wrap ups. So
I
separate
my August wrap up. I haven't done that.
I separate my August wrap ups, from cozy mysteries to romance. And then I'm going to start a spotlighting series for Halloweeny fall things. But then I'm going to start that series that's like, if you like Gilmore Girls, you could be a cozy mystery fan. And then I think I'm going to separate it. Like if it's a small town theme that you like, you might check these out. If it's all the events, if you are a fan of quirky characters like Suki or Kirk, or you might like these or something like that, because I feel like a lot of people don't even know what cozy mysteries are, and they might be fans given
if they just give it a try. Yeah.
So I think I'm going to start that series soon. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm going to be doing a review sort of video soon for a book. And then I'm also planning the Beauty and the Beast tag that I saw you do, Tiffany.
Oh, yeah.
I plan on finally doing that because that one seems really interesting, and I love Beauty and the Beast. But yeah, I haven't figured out too much of what I'm going to do. I know there's this one kind of a series of videos I wanted to start where I talk about underrated books you don't really hear on BookTube, at least,
Mm-hmm.
And because I read a lot of underrated series, so it's like each video will be about a different series, but they're all underrated books you don't really hear about on BookTube. So I do want to start doing that. And Secrets will be the first book I talk about, obviously.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think I need to do like a video maybe about mystery or crime series, like detective series, the old ones that I want to read but I've never read. Like there's a lot of series, and I feel like a bad mystery reader because I didn't really get into mysteries and like hardcore until like a few years ago. And so like I've never read like I think it's the John Sanford books. Like he has the Pray this and Pray that, and it has Pray in all the names or whatever.
I know the name of John Sanford, but I don't know the series.
I can't remember, but there's those. I've never read like the Jack Reacher books. I've never read the Rosalian Isle books. I've never read the Temperance Bones books. That they have they made a show about Like there's all of these like older ones that I've never read that I need to, and like ask people which ones do they think I should read first or something maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think for some of that for me is I really just can't do the gore and the like. Even with the mysteries, sometimes they scare me because like I tried to read and I've read several of them, and I think he's a great writer. But I think you were talking about the series the other day that I can't think of who the author is because I always remember the character name and not the author. But the character is Alex Delaware. He's like a forensic psychologist or psychiatrist.
That one's the Jonathan Kellerman books.
Jonathan Kellerman, because I always get Jonathan Kellerman mixed up with David Balducci.
Yeah.
I get them mixed up a lot. I tried to read him years ago, and like I said, I've read him. I really, really enjoyed the writing. It was great, but I just get too scared, so I just have to. Yeah, but that's a good idea.
I should try Veronica Speedwell series by Diana Raybourn. I think you should try that. It's not. I don't think it's like overly gruesome or anything. Like I can't really remember anything being like really explicit about like the crimes and stuff. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm used to it and I don't remember. And that's the thing. It's like sometimes that stuff I don't even notice that it's in there. So I guess I'm maybe too desensitized about it. I just don't even realize it's in there. But I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah.
And it's historical mystery, and it's like one of my favorite. And the banter between her and Stoker is like one of my favorites. I really enjoy that one.
Can you send me that name on the Discord?
Yeah.
Cool. And you guys both, you should do something for Halloween, like for scary fans, because neither of you get scared. And so you could recommend like, these are the scary ones or, whatever for people or something like that.
I still also feel, even though I read a lot of horror, I still haven't read like a lot of what everybody else. I'm kind of
same.
There was a time when I didn't read too much, and so I feel like I'm behind on all the good stuff.
Well, I've never actually read anything that scared me, and I don't remember really watching anything that actually scared me. I mean, yeah, maybe some of the horror I've watched startled me, but none of it actually really scared me to death. I know people talk about like movies they watched as a kid that scarred them, and I was like, I don't have one of those. I was watching Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street when I was like 7, and I don't remember ever getting scared from them. I don't know. I've just never been able to get scared that easily, which is, I guess, a good thing. But maybe that's also why I enjoy horror so much, because I don't get scared of some people. I know one of my sisters gets scared really easily.
I used to get scared more when I was younger than I do now,
but Halloween, All Hallows Eve, is my favorite day of the entire year. So I'm gonna be playing so many Halloween themed videos for October. I know October I have Monster High Readathon, and I'm also going to do something that I saw another booktuber do, something similar at least for around Christmas. She did this whole, I forgot what it was called, but it was like Vlogmas or something like that, and she like posted every day of December, and they weren't all Christmassy themed videos, but a lot of them were, and then she just posted every day of December for like that for whatever she was doing, and I want to do something like that for Halloween. So I have the Monster High Readathon, and I also want to upload one video every day, so I'll be busy this October.
Wow.
But October is my favorite month of the year. It's my favorite holiday. It's my favorite everything.
Gotcha.
Where's Cozy when I need her? I want to know why my book will not download on the stupid Libby thing.
I have no idea. I've never used Libby.
Oh, Nancy said her husband's a fan of Jack the Jack Reacher.
Yeah, it's pretty popular, and I have the first book, and that's like the thing. I have the first book in a lot of series. I have the first book in the like. I can't remember the guy's name with the John Sanford with the Prey books or whatever. I like have the first one in that one, and I have a David Balducci like first one in a series for him, and I just need to read them. Which is why I'm doing this whole categorizing my bookshelves so I read more off of my bookshelves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Cosey's husband reads the Jack Reacher too. If I remember, there was one series that she said he was really into, and I was thinking it was that, but I don't remember.
I know Cozy reads the Jim Butcher books, the Harry Dresden.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the other one. I still haven't just listened to that last one. I'm afraid to. I know somebody I like's gonna die, and I just can't do it.
Oh,
I feel that. You guys want to do another
Her
half
husband
hour
told me to
sprint?
prepare myself, so I know somebody's gonna die.
You guys want to do another half hour sprint?
Sure.
yeah, sounds good.
Awesome.
I'm actually going to hop over. I'm going to move my thing real quick so I can eat while we're doing the next sprint. So I got to take some medicine. So I'll be right back. Happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading. Hello.
Hello.
How are these sprints?
Mine was good. I had to eat and take some medicine, so now I'm all good.
That's good. How about you, Storm?
Just a second, I had to like stop my
Fine.
audio, all that stuff. Okay, actually, I restarted my phone and got the app, the Libby app, to actually download my book that I was wanting to listen to. So I started listening to it instead, and I got 8% into it.
That's
And
good.
I forgot what it was about, but it's about this female English professor who's like a serial killer.
Oh.
That's not good.
He picks out people that either students or like professors wherever she's working that she thinks deserves to die, and then she kills them.
Alrighty then.
So
Yeah, my sprint went pretty good. I finished a chapter and started another one. It's gotten kind of interesting because the main character Lena kind of found out the truth about something that's going on, something really bad, and so she kind of had to go on the run.
I know what you're talking about. I've actually read that one. I know what you're talking about.
Awesome. Well, it's got interesting for sure.
I think that's probably about when it started to get interesting, but before that, it about bored me to pieces. But
No.
I've read the second one too, and I think I liked the first one actually better than the second one. And so eventually, before the end of the year, me and my friend will end up buddy reading the third one, but we're just not in a hurry right this moment.
Yeah, I'm excited to finally finish this trilogy since I'm out of my slump. And then Jessica from Lady Loves Dead Reads and I are going to better read Six of Crows duology and the King of Scars duology. We were discussing to do a live show for both duologies, one on her channel, one on mine. So that'll be fun. I never buddy read with someone, so
That's really cool. That's your first time buddy reading?
yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
I still think that's funny, Cajun, that your dad likes Nora Roberts because
I saw that.
And then she doesn't like that. She doesn't like them, so it's.
Yeah, I thought that was funny too. I remember her saying that in the past live, but it's funny that that's the only kind of reading they don't agree upon.
Did you get your errands done?
She's got home and she's cutting tomatoes for tacos. That sounds good.
Ooh, hi Sherry.
Nice.
Tacos are delicious.
I hate tacos.
Boo. Hey, Anna.
Nice.
Hayden read 12%. That's a pretty good chunk.
That is a good chunk. In one sprint, yeah, that's a big chunk of a book.
Are you enjoying it? Is everyone enjoying their reads right now?
Well, since I just started on mine, it's kind of interesting.
Considering you just started.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up that one because I didn't listen to it while I was eating. I was doing something else, so I'm still finishing it up. But yeah, I mean, there's like 9 pages left. So unless something like really crazy happens, it was a good book. I don't see that happening in a cozy, so I'm gonna go with
probably not. Yeah,
it's really just the wrap up where we already found the killer and all that.
Yeah, it's just doing that like last bit of stuff.
Right.
Some cozy mysteries have a lot at the end of it, and it's like, well, you just wrap this book up. Come on.
I agree. Like after you reveal the killer, I mean, move on. I mean, wrap it up. It could be wrapped up quickly, right? I mean,
yeah.
But so when it blaws on, I agree with you, Storm. I'm just like, okay, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Because to me, anything like that, whether it be that kind of thing where it's just like blathering on and on, maybe like I'm doing now to some people. People are like, oh my God. Or like when they introduce too many characters, especially when these characters don't further develop the plot in any way, or they're just randomly throwing in facts that aren't needed again. I feel like it's just filler, and I don't appreciate that as a reader.
Yeah.
I think it's a sloppy way to write, and I hate to say that. It's just that's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
It's like they needed so many more on their word count, so they
right, and so they had to fill it with something, and I just don't appreciate that as a reader.
Yeah, that's why I don't do, how many. I don't like. I know a lot of readers are like, I'm gonna get to this many words and have to fill in things. Me, I don't have a specific amount of word counts when I write. It's like I'm just gonna write until I feel like the story is done and good.
Well, and that's kind of the difference, I think, also between self-published and like having a publisher, because I think with publishers they want you to have a certain word count. And so
yeah, absolutely.
Which is another reason I'm glad I chose self-publishing. I mean, don't get me wrong, traditional publishing is good. I think self-publishing is good for me because I like having complete control over my story. I want it to be my characters, my story, my cover, my everything. I don't want someone else to be like, no, this needs to be changed or something.
The only thing, like, I think, between like traditional and like self-published is when you're self-published, you have to do all the marketing yourself. So
yes, that's the one thing.
You have to spend a lot of money to make money a lot of times. When you're traditionally published, you have like the publicist and all them people that do all that stuff for you. So
yeah, I get that.
But
yeah, that's a lot of legwork.
But for me, at least, it's worth it because my story ended up being just my story, and I'm happy with it. So,
well, that's all that matters, right?
Yep.
I really got to try the Stephanie Plum series just to see who this grandma is. I guess.
Oh wait, you ever read it?
No. See, that's another one of like those series that's been around a while that I've never. I actually have the paperback of. I think it's One for the Money.
Yeah.
The first one.
Is the very first one. Yeah.
On one of my shelves over there.
Oh my gosh. Yes, Storm. Seriously, really, you need to read it. Grandma Mazer and Lula are, oh my God, they're like, that's seriously like a comfort read to me. Like if I'm feeling any sort of blah or whatever, I mean, they're so, yeah. And I know that they're not for some people because,
yeah, I know. Like,
give it a shot.
Like them, so.
Oh yeah. Elizabeth from Lizzie Fayla's books. I know she doesn't like that series, but you should totally give it a shot. It's so funny.
And I think that's like we were talking in the Discord earlier. I think it depends on your humor and like what you like and what you don't like, and stuff. Because I read the Murder with Peacocks, and I mean I didn't think it was really that funny, but it was kind of funny in spots. But I just felt like there was so many things happening that I was just like, wow, this thing is loaded with like all kinds of stuff. It was too much. It was too busy. But I am interested to try like another one to see what happens.
Yeah, I will tell you that I don't feel like the first one was a good representation of the series. Because you're right. I mean, with all
that was happening, would have been okay if it was in like a book farther down in the series.
Totally agree. Yeah.
They're just throwing you into 3 weddings and all these things. But I did like the dad. He was fun.
Yeah, totally agree. I think that at least read one more because I really don't feel like that's a good representation of the book.
Mrs.
I always enjoyed it. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And Grandma Mazer, I just saw Occasion's comment where you were saying Grandma Mazer is so funny. Her and Lula, oh, they're my favorites. Yeah, I agree, Sherry. Lula's one of my favorite characters too.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Sherry, what are you reading? I don't think you've told us what you're reading.
I'm all tired. I'm still trying to get my sleep schedule back on track after being sick for a week, and that has not been fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Nancy, have you, if Nancy's still here, I think she's read the Stephanie Plum too, right? I'm not sure. Stephanie Plum, Jahar, I know you said you hadn't heard of them. So she is a bounty hunter, but she's a very, very inept bounty hunter. She does not know what she's doing. She in the first book, basically, she loses her job at, I think it's like a lingerie store or something like that. And her cousin owns a bail bond place. And so her family wants the cousin to give her a job. He gives her this job as a bounty hunter, and she's a terrible bounty hunter. And now we're at book 27. Like,
Has she gotten any better?
No.
So it's just like 27 books of her sucking as a bounty hunter.
But she always ends up solving the case somehow. But I mean, it's usually like through no fault of her own. Like somebody else has basically saved her butt, and she's always blowing up a car or having her house blown up, or she's always in trouble. And there's a huge love triangle in that story. I will tell you, it's been going.
I know. I've heard you guys talk about it, so I know. At least I know.
It doesn't bother me the same way the other one does. That's not to be mentioned. It doesn't. This one doesn't bother me as much. I don't know why. But I guess because there's so much other going on, and it's so entertaining that I just
say it probably just depends on like the plot line and everything, how it goes or whatever.
Oh, I'll be reading Paddington at Large.
At Large. Murder in the Mesopotamian. Says Ranger's always saving her butt. So.
Always.
And see, the only thing I have to go on with Stephanie Plum is something that I know, and it's you don't like it because I've heard you say you don't like it, and I've watched the movie.
Oh yeah, the movie's not.
Like the movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought the movie was funny, so I always thought, well, I need to try the books. I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I have to ask, since Cajun and Sherry, are you Team Ranger or Team Joe?
Hannah told me I need to read the Stephanie Plum book. So
yeah, I have to know if you're Team Ranger or Team Joe. Oh, Hannah's read them too. Hannah, which team are you on?
Is this like a love triangle situation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I cannot. That's my least favorite trope. Love triangles is my least favorite trope. I've never read one or watched one that ended that was done right or anything, and they always end up with the person that I didn't want them to end up with anyway. So they always annoy the crap out of me.
It happens to me a lot too.
So they always end up picking the one I don't like.
Actually,
when I read Twilight, I preferred Jacob to Edward. So.
Bella and Jacob suck. I hate Twilight with a burning passion, but I'm not getting into that rant today. But the only love triangle I've ever seen that wasn't 100% awful was one from Legend of Korra. And that was because Korra and Asami didn't go at each other's throats like a lot of people do. Like a lot of these love triangles, they're always fighting each other to be with that one person. But they weren't. They were friends, and then at the end, they fell in love, which I loved. That little twist. So, that was the only love triangle I didn't hate.
Sometimes they work out good, and then sometimes I think sometimes they just drag them out too long, like the whole
Definitely.
We won't talk about.
And then they'll have the person like choose someone, but then all of a sudden not be so sure, so they'll go back to the other, and it's like, what? I just hate love triangles. Like, that's something I'll never write in a book. Like, I have issues with love triangles.
So Sherry likes Ranger.
I'll say who I like after everybody.
Bad boy. I always go for the good one. But that's just me.
I'm reading. Oh, Hannah's on number 22. Nice.
see, she's Team
Storm.
Jacob sucks too, to be honest. All those characters suck except for Alice and Jasper. They're the only ones I could tolerate.
And then
So
I
Kate
saw
said she split like the other one, the series that shall not be named, but she's Team Norman.
I saw that she said that I'm Team Norman too, and then I'm Team Ranger.
Why go after the bad person?
I like Ranger too, so Ranger must be the good one out of the whole bunch.
I always fight with my mom like on this. Like people are always choosing the bad boy over the good guy, and I'm like, but the good guy would treat you so much better.
It depends on the situation, I think, and the story.
It's not really in this case. They both. I think that actually, I shouldn't say both. I feel like Ranger does treat her better, but and he's not a bad boy. I mean, like he works in law enforcement, kinda. I don't know if it's all legit. Some of it's not necessarily above board or like, law abiding, but he does like security type law enforcement stuff, but like he's like really stealth, not just like in any ways. But so he's not like a bad boy in the sense of like bad boy. To me, it's a different.
She says that Joe is stable and secure, but then Ranger is Ranger.
Ranger's Ranger. Ranger's Ranger.
I prefer vampires over werewolves. They're my second favorite of all magical things after witches, but Edward still sucks. But
I like werewolves over vampires.
Oh, I prefer vampires, but Edward sucks, and so does Twilight. Twilight just sucks altogether. I have Twilight issues.
We didn't talk about it that much. We kind of just glided right over it.
Just glanced.
It was just a glance. Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't here to keep us under control.
Yeah.
What are you reading, Lee? Uh-huh. No, we're done. We were really talking about the other series about Stephanie Plum, but
they're trying to get me to read Stephanie Plum.
But what are you reading? Blame Cajun. Well, there's an idea too.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, I love that. What was Lee reading last night? I don't remember now. I slept since then. I was up really late last night.
Oh yeah, the Golden Girl one, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. Are you
reading a lot? Golden Girl, The Easter Confession, The Great Mistake, and a comic that her husband gave her.
Holy moly!
She's turned to the dark side, reading a whole bunch at once. That's what.
I think this comment is for you, Tiffany. Don't put me in the naughty room, please.
Hey, I'm just glad we're not on Lee's channel. Woo!
Yeah, you might have been put in timeout.
Well, make sure you're not accidentally blocked.
No promises.
See, now that's the thing. Now there's us new ones that haven't been doing it for very long, so we can go, oh, sorry, I accidentally.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I'm the nice one.
Oh, my goodness. Well, I have a ton of research to do before my videos on Sunday. Not research, but like I got a lot of prepping to do for the wrap-ups. Are like my favorite to watch and really my favorite to do because I just enjoy talking about books, obviously. But they're also the most work to prepare, I feel like.
Yeah, I want to start.
And then the spotlights are a lot of. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. The spotlights are a lot of research.
Yeah, I want to start making TBRs and wrap-ups. Like do them every month and stuff. But I was in a slump, so I didn't really do them. But since I'm out of my slump, I'm gonna start doing them again.
Cozy
here. Cozy Lee yelled at us.
Yeah, he did.
Make it stop.
Lee, they just tattled on you. You should be offended.
I once saw, this just reminds me, so my grandmother lives here in town, and I once was over at her house, and she has 5 boys. She's my dad's mother. My dad's deceased, but she's my dad's mother. She had 5 sons, and I was over there one time. She answered the phone. Now her children are in their late 60s. One of them called her and told her that the other brother was picking on her, and he was not kidding. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I was like, this is the most, and she, of course, was, yeah. But I was like, you have got to be kidding me right now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh. Just reminded me of that.
Apparently, she was justified. She took Lee's side.
I knew she would.
Cozy, aren't you busy?
I think you just got banned.
No. No, I'm time to sprint.
Yeah, it's time for sprints, I think.
Okay, yeah. This sounds good for sprints. Another 30 minutes?
Sure, whatever. I was just kidding, but yeah, that's good.
You can't make me choose sides, is what she said.
You kind of did, Cozy. You kind of already did.
Okay, so what? That'd be 20? I'm bad at math. Okay.
Yeah,
so 22, I think.
Yep.
Okay. So
Lee, when we come back, I want a different attitude. I really need you to do a video so I can send it to your sister.
Happy reading.
I need her to also make me a video of like just yelling at me in the morning. Get up, get dressed, let's exercise. Can she do that for me?
Wow.
Okay, let me know. All right. Enjoy, everyone. Happy reading.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you, Sprints?
Not too bad.
That's good.
Sorry, I was running a little late getting back. Mine was good. I finished up Cranberry Cove, Dead and Buried, and I started the first book. It's a romance book called Maneuver, the series is a spinoff to the Men of Ink series that I'm already reading. And then I read a little bit from the Louisiana Longshot, which I'm only like little over 3 chapters in, and I'm so happy that Junebug recommended it because it is so much fun. It's right up my alley. I'm loving it.
That's good.
I'm like 18% into the one that I'm reading, so it's not too bad.
Hey guys.
I'm sorry, Storm.
I said I'm like 18% into the one that
cool.
They Never Learn.
That's good.
Awesome. So Lee, which one of the 8 books that you're reading are you going to be reading with us?
I'm reading this comic book.
Nice.
Cool.
The Lucian Waking Dream. One of Mark's comic book friends sent it. They're set in Australia, so based in Australia. So
awesome.
Yeah.
How's your book, Johara?
Good. I didn't get that far last reading sprint.
Gotcha. Hi, Sophia. I saw you come in when we were sprinting. I waved, but I went, hi.
Hi, Sophie.
Cheryl got 8% of her book done in that sprint.
Good.
Hannah read 50 pages.
I was just. It's like she reads so fast.
Have you seen
Sure.
that? I think I just saw it yesterday. That meme of there's a guy on the subway, and it said it wasn't a meme. It was a video, and I don't know if it was real or faked or whatever. But anyways, this girl, all it says is he's not really reading, and then the video starts, and the guy's just doing this, and it's like he's reading, like
super fast.
super fast. And I don't know whether he was faking it, if it was all set up, if it was real. I mean, there are people who know how to speed read, like I don't know, but it was just like that's what my Hannah and Sherry and a couple of the others, man, I think that you have to be like, whew.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Cecilia.
Hi, Cecilia.
Hello. Yeah, Hannah, go and finish your book. You're almost done. She says she has 10 minutes left.
Oh yeah.
She can get that done like that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it won't take her no time.
Exactly. It's actually like 100 pages, but 10 minutes worth of time reading.
Right.
Cozy, what is I can't remember what your audiobook is. I'm sorry. I know you
Fourth something.
What's that?
The fourth something. Fourth book in.
Oh, the Christmas River number.
Oh, Christmas River. I'm starting that next month for my new to me author.
Nice.
Cecilia, tell us what you're reading. I don't know if you've been here before, but tell us what kind of books you like to read. Maybe you're friends with Johara. I'm not really sure, but we're glad you're here.
Do you have a YouTube channel? Because since it says like Cecilia reads, like Storm reads.
Yeah. Good point, Storm.
You're making me jealous, Johara, with that bag of Snickers right there.
It's like
I'm surprised you like Snickers with the different ingredients like together. Like
yeah.
I can chat while my husband is in the shower. Then need to make chicken sausage, mashed potatoes, and zucchini.
Nice.
Sounds
Nice.
Sounds delicious.
We're gonna have pizza tonight.
Ooh.
Fun.
That's just for lack of anything else better to eat, and not going to Freddy's.
Ordering out, or are you making it yourself?
Mark will have somebody deliver it from the pizzeria. So
Nice.
Do you do thin or thick?
I like thin. I like thin crust, well done pizza. Marcus doesn't necessarily like that, so we'll compromise.
I like thick and chewy. I like the thick stuff.
You like thick?
Yeah.
I do too. I do too.
I'll eat thin crust, but I like thick.
Yeah. I'll eat it thicker, but I want a thin one.
Cool. All sorts of genres. Yay.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I've been super distracted here. Oh my gosh. I feel you, Thrifty. I feel you.
That happens.
Ugh. Yeah.
I've got like 20 books put back on my want to read section now. That's why I'm like in a different area, because I'm over where my bookshelves are, so that I can like put them into my computer.
Nice.
I'm trying to put the books that I have on my bookshelves into my computer, so everything on my want to read is actually things that I actually have on my shelves.
Nice.
Fun.
It does. It's time consuming, isn't it?
It is very time consuming.
At least you're being productive.
Yeah,
true.
Getting it done.
Yeah. Gotta start somewhere.
Does New Jersey have its own style of pizza? If you ask people from New York and New Jersey, they have the best pizza.
Yeah.
And they'll say it's because of the water. I think it's only because it's more not commercial pizza, like not Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So in the way that, but here, pizzerias are like Starbucks are in Seattle. They're everywhere. Our town alone has 13 pizzerias. So.
Yeah, and so like in our, like not the town I live in, but in the town that we go to eat places and stuff, it's a little town. It's a little bit bigger. It's got like around 11,000 people in it, so it's a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got like 5 Chinese restaurants.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So it's like Chinese is the big thing there. It's like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't know if like other places had like that, like just like little local Chinese spots. So I'm happy to hear that they do, because otherwise I only hear of like Panda Express, and we only got a Panda Express here like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah. We have a Panda Express in Joplin, which is about a half an hour away from me. That's the only place that has that. But like we go to Peking Gardens is what we like to go to, and it's just a small one. It's got a small buffet and stuff, but it's got some pretty good stuff on it. It's just a lot smaller, and it's cheaper than a lot of the other ones. And then we have like a Happy House and an Oriental. I can't remember what's called, the Oriental something. And it's like, yeah, they're just like everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
I love Domino's pizza.
See, that's like here, that's like frowned upon. Like if you like that.
And see, in here we only have those. We have Domino's and Pizza Hut, and we have a Papa Murphy's, which is that take-home pizza place.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even have that.
You ever heard? I don't know if they make the pizzas actually like fresh there, and then you take it home and put it in the oven and bake it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of the chains that you were talking about. Florida's not really, doesn't have a bunch of like original pizzerias or anything like that. It's a lot of and there's some, and then there's like Hungry Howie's, which is another chain, but it's all like pizza buffet. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I miss good pizza.
Joplin's the only place I know around us that has a pizza place that's not like a name brand one, like the Pizza Huts and all that stuff. They have one. I don't know what it's called. I've never been there, but it's like Giorgiano's or something like that. It's just something different.
Oh yeah. Storm, do you guys have emos around you? Because that's a St. Louis thing.
What?
Do you have emos around you? It's a St. Louis thing.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. No, thin crust didn't win. Presumptions. No kidding. Ooh, I know, Thrifty. Yeah.
We have a place in Joplin called Cece's Pizza, and it's just strictly just like thin crust stuff. So, but it's like all you can eat, like buffet kind of pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, well, Dad likes to
What?
eat there, and I would prefer going to a place where it has thick crust.
I go to Domino's because it's close. That and Little Caesars, but Little Caesars is only alright. I love Hunger Howie's, but there's none around me.
I forgot we do have a Little Caesars and a Mazio's too. So like we have all the like ones that are like the chain ones.
Yeah, that's pretty much all we have to.
You say either you want pizza or you specify I want Domino's, Pizza Hut, or something, like they consider them separately. But
No.
I am a fan of Pizza Hut, but like you're not supposed to say that here. So
No, that's funny.
do you guys have PF Chang's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like
Well, let me rephrase that. I've never seen any in Florida, but in St. Louis they did.
okay.
Not around us, we don't.
We don't have that many, but like I've gone to them and I see them when we go to other states and stuff. So what did she say? She prefers white sauce on pizza, Cozy.
Ooh, I like white sauce pizza too. I don't know that I prefer it, but I like it.
Do you like, here we have white pizza, which is like I don't even know what cheese it is, like ricotta cheese, broccoli, and then like mozzarella on top of it. That would be like a white pizza here.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
That sounds
And actually my favorite pizza is this. I don't know. Have you ever heard of Pizza World? It's a pizza place.
No.
But anyways, I think they're all closed up now. But they had this pizza called Spend Blend or something like that. And I end up getting the recipe for it because I don't know, the guy told me one night. I don't know why. Anyways, and it's spinach and Alfredo and garlic and lemon juice and stuff. Basically, you mix that up in the blender and that's the sauce. And then you put on like whatever kind of white cheese you want. But then like it's grilled chicken and artichoke hearts. They're actually really delicious.
I can see that.
It's really,
I didn't even know that PF Chang's was an actual restaurant. I only know I see that at Walmart in the frozen. Like,
The frozen section, yes.
Yeah.
And I knew it the opposite way first. Went to the restaurant first and then saw it, and I was like, "Oh, they have them. Like we could get like little lo mains and stuff."
What's the city say? I live in a very gentrified area, so there aren't many. Oh yeah.
And now she wants pizza, and it's too late for her to get any pizza.
Oh no.
Where are you at, Cecilia? What state or area, if you want to say?
I've never heard of PF Chang's.
It's a Chinese restaurant.
Cozy says their white sauce is like a garlicky ranch type sauce. That wouldn't be too bad. But I still like red sauce better.
Yeah. I don't like ranch, period.
I just associate
I
red sauce with pizza. That's just,
People love that. They're obsessed with that
Obsessed with what? I'm sorry.
ranch.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
I like putting ranch on my red sauce pizza.
Yeah. Even here,
I
like if you
dip
get
my
like,
pizza in ranch.
but people, yeah, I see people do that all the time. People want like when they get wings, they want ranch with that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't like pineapples on my pizza though.
I don't like anything but cheese on my pizza.
The first
That is so
Pepperoni,
weird.
nothing?
Nope.
was my childhood. Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, you're in Dallas. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So West Coast is famous for chicken garlic pizza. Okay. Grilled chicken or ranch type sauce, tomatoes, green onions, bacon. That sounds really good.
Do you guys have here, like, this is a thing here, like when somebody says like do it California style, that just means you get like an onion, a tomato, and a green pepper on the side.
No, I've never heard of such a thing.
I don't know. That's a thing here. So like to do it California style, where I would think, and this may be stereotypical, but that you'd get like an avocado slice or something. But yeah, that's a thing here. I don't know why.
Sophia, is that what you like on your pizza? Because that sounds really strange.
Tuna, pineapple, and olives?
I'm good.
That's why I was like, I don't know.
I wouldn't
I
want
don't-
that all at the same time on a
On anything, pizza or otherwise. I'm sorry, Sophia. I mean, if you like it, you do you, but I don't think that combo would go well for me in any situation.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I don't like that because you know what? I don't like tuna melts either because I think the idea of like tuna and hot cheese on top of it is kind of gross. I know people love it, but
No, I just stick with the regular tuna fish. You know, like when
Yeah.
you make it, it's cold and
yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I like olives on my pizza, but
I do too.
I don't.
I mean, I
I
like
like
olives
olives.
anyway.
I
Me
don't
too.
like olives, and olives don't like me.
Okay. I get that. There's some things that don't like me either, even though I love them.
Yes, exactly. For sure.
And people are like, well, because it just makes me throw up. But and they're like, well, you can't taste it if it's on here. Yes, I can. And if I can taste it, something happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the taste for some reason, and
Yeah, I always like to separate my food at dinner, and my mom's always like, but they go end up in the same place anyways. But then I'm like, but they don't taste good when they go down at the same time.
Yeah. I also don't like eating and this is something like my grandmother made us do, was like we had to drink a glass of milk with our dinner. But just, I don't think a lot of foods go well with milk.
yeah.
So I'd be like, I'm just going to drink mine afterward. Like I couldn't do it. Yeah, not tuna.
I do like mushrooms on my pizza too, Sherry. I like
A
that.
lot of people like
My
that.
favorite pizza is Canadian bacon, mushrooms, and extra cheese.
Love mushrooms on pizza.
And you see how we went to food again, like always.
Yeah, I was like, I came on and I just brought the food situation. So hard. She had the Snickers in the background. It's not my
it was
fault.
her fault.
Oh, so it's my fault. I see how it is.
You're making me jealous with the Snickers.
And I was the nice one, not putting you in a corner or anything.
I know, and I'm going to corner now. I'm going to show you guys talk fucks.
See what happens?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm a troublemaker.
So, Lee, are
I
you
know,
like a comic book?
Yes, actually. I don't really know that much about it so far because we've jumped in 3 different timelines with this so far. So I'm just rolling with it and seeing where we go with it. I don't know if you can, maybe you see it on the back cover, like this part is like a shiny,
Yeah.
while the rest is matte, and like he kind of did that on the front cover. So I don't know, it feels nice. And it smells not from America. I don't know how else to explain that, but it smells good. Just a different smell to the paper. I don't know. And I know I'm not the only one who ever smelled a book before, so.
I do not, Cozy. I do not eat mashed potatoes or mashed potatoes and gravy.
What?
Mashed potatoes? Do you like any potatoes?
No.
Fries?
Even potato chips?
I like potato chips and fries.
Okay.
You guys want to do one last 30-minute sprint?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cozy said, Tiffany, your yarn looks like it has a mind of its own.
It looks like she's trying to throw it at us.
Yeah.
She's unrolling it.
Yeah.
Well, I might be. That's what happens when you.
Okay, we're
Ready?
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
How was your spice?
Good. I finished my book, Callie.
That was all right.
Good. Good. So, Lee, you said you finished the book you were doing, the comic?
Yeah.
That's good.
Cool. I am at 19% in my new book. It's a short book. It was only like 5.5 hours. I'm so sorry, Cassie. I'm sorry that I scared you. It's better than usual. Like sometimes look down, eyes up. I don't know like how you'd feel about that, but Cassie, tell us what you're reading, what you like to read. I don't know if you're new here or if you know Jahara, but hello, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Nice.
I made it to 25% into my book.
Nice.
So is it as non-cozy as the first one, Hannah?
Nice.
Is that number 2 in Murder at the PTA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Started and finished. Nice, Cecilia. That's awesome.
If you want to keep reading, we won't judge.
Never.
Nice.
Sophia, are you reading the next Meg Lanes, though? Is that what she's reading? I guess I don't even know.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know what she's reading.
Oh, Cozy Gate. I didn't know that, Cozy. Maybe I did know that and I forgot. I read one.
Getting distracted again, Thrifty? Is that what's stopping you?
I feel you, Thrifty. I feel you. It's a more traditional.
I'll be right back, but my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna have to move back over to where I'm normally at. So,
gotcha. Cool. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, welcome back. Horror. Well, Storm that left really likes horror, and so does Jahara. I do not, because I am a scaredy cat of anything and everything. But I do like mysteries, but I only like cozy mysteries. I don't know if you know what those are, but that's about all the mystery I can handle.
That's a cute title.
Warriors can't be. I love that title. That is awesome. Cozy, I do have to tell you, I think it's funny that you and I are both reading Dewberry Farms and Cranberry Cove, and you're really liking Dewberry Farm. Well, and that you were really getting into it, and you said you weren't as into Cranberry Cove, and I'm the exact opposite. I'm liking Cranberry Cove way better than Dewberry Farm. I still like both, but I'm liking the opposite of how you were feeling, so that's kind of funny. Oh, yep, Meg Langslow.
Cassie, what are you reading a horror right now? What are you reading?
Fright Night.
Is it Fright Night? What she's reading?
Gotcha.
I don't really read much horror books, but I love horror and TV. I thought about getting a little bit into horror in books. Like, I am branching out a tiny bit outside of fantasy, but fantasy will always be like my number one genre. I did buy Final Girls I want to try, which is like horror, thriller, somewhere around those genres. So I'm excited for that.
Somebody in this group read that not too long ago.
Yeah, we were talking about it not too long ago.
It might have been Storm, right?
What? I'm sorry.
Final Girls or whatever. When that you?
Oh, the Final Girls support group, but not. There's a Final Girls, and then there's a Final Girls support group. Because one's Riley Sager, and then the other one is Grady Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm doing the one with Riley Sager.
And
Yeah, I
I
read that
DNF both of them, so I'm guessing that final girl trope is not for me.
Yeah, I read The Final Girls by Riley Sager. I don't know what I rated that. I will look.
And see, it's the only one by Riley Sager I've read, so now I'm leery about reading books from
Oh, I wouldn't say it was the best one by far.
Yeah.
There's only one author I've ever read more than one book of. So, and that's Aaron Hunter, so the author of Seekers.
I just finished number 3, like within these sprints. So I guess I haven't read number 4, so that's interesting. Oh, okay.
I'm excited for it. I mean, if you're not big on horror, you might not know this, but in horror movies, most horror movies have like the final girl, which is the girl that survived and took out the killer or whatnot. And in this, I guess it's about this one final girl and these other few final girls, but then someone decides to start killing the final girls, so the other final girls that survived have to team up to stop the killer.
Oh, I thought that was the Final Girls other one.
That sounds like the Final Girl support group by Grady Hendrix.
This isn't. Well, maybe they have the same, storyline, but this is just Final Girls. It's not Final Girls support group.
Yeah, in the
No
one
idea.
by Riley Sager, it's just mostly about the one girl, ain't it?
Yeah, mostly.
You read that one, Lane.
At least from what it sounds like on the back. Sounds like it's mostly just about one girl.
I gave that one 5 stars.
I got tired. I got tired of reading about. I don't know if it was Xanax and grape soda or something like that. In the final with the Riley Sager one, I was like, I can't handle it anymore.
Oh, I'm really not trying to change the subject. I just saw it in my feed. It's now 43 days until the puck drops. Just thought I'd mention that to y'all.
She meant puck is in hockey, people.
I was gonna say it really does sound like you say puck.
Oh, puck. And I'm really not trying to change the subject, nor am I trying to say anything else, but I just saw it in my feed. It excited me a little. Had to share.
Okay, so
Love Warriors 2, haven't finished it. Sorry, what were you saying?
Warrior Cats. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I love Warriors 2. I haven't finished it. I plan on finishing it soon. But Seekers is my all-time favorite series. If you've seen my videos on my channel, then you probably figured that out because I talk about it obsessively. But Warriors is good too. I just want more love to Seekers because it's very underrated.
Lock Every Door was my least favorite one so far.
I'd say with a lot of people. What's your favorite one, Lee?
The Last Time I Lied.
The Last Time I Lied.
They're all scary though, right? All of her books.
Yeah.
I've never read any of them.
They're thrillers. Yeah, Lock Every Door kind of had like a stupid premise to it, like as you know what the twist is. So yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I've heard a lot. I've heard just a lot in general about Riley Sager. Excuse me.
I've never even heard of her until I bought Final Girls.
Riley Sager's a guy, just so you guys know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just pointing it out.
Thank
I know
you.
It's
No
a
idea.
unisex name.
Yeah,
so,
I thought it was a girl.
yeah.
I think the ones that people like the most is that Home Before Dark, or the one that you mentioned. I think
Home Before Dark. A lot of people like if you like haunted house type of things, you'll like that one. Not in that I don't know if you could do it, Tiffany. It was just creepy. It wasn't scary. But The Last Time I Lied was my favorite one so far. I still have to read Survive the Night, and I've heard total spectrum for that one. Yeah.
gotcha.
And Gabby from Gabby Reads, she was so excited to read that one during her Summerween, I think is what she has, and she didn't like it very much. She gave it like 3 stars, I think, but she was so excited. She just knew she was going to love it, and then she didn't like it.
When it's one of your favorite authors or an author you've come to like, and then you just get a disappointing book, you're like so dejecting. You know, it's like, oh,
Yes.
what do I do now?
Yes.
I haven't actually. That hasn't really happened to me much because like I said, I've only really read one book I've only really read like more than one series from one author before. Like all the authors I've heard them writing other stuff. I've never really picked it up. Aaron Hunter. So far, I've loved everything, but I plan on finishing Warrior soon, and then I want to read Survivors and Bravelands, and I hope I love them, but you never know.
Exactly. And then that'll be really bad if you don't like one.
Right.
I'll be sad because I think I will. Yeah. I love her. I love their writing. I want to say her, but it's there because it's like 3 authors working together.
Okay.
But I love their writing, and I love their storylines and the characters, and it's always so interesting.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one. It's getting late, and I'm getting tired. And if I'm getting tired, then Tiffany probably is.
Well, for me,
she's taking a medicine, so we don't know.
I'm taking medicine and keeping me awake. Yes, and actually, because I went to bed so late last night, I went to bed at extremely late. And I'm, for those that don't know, which most people, I'm like a 9:30 gal. Like I'm out. 10 o'clock. You might as well not speak to me because I'm a pumpkin. So anyways, I'm on this medicine, blah, 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 and blah. But I haven't even taken my 3rd pill yet because I didn't take the 2nd one until, what time did I take that, Kev? 6 or 6:30. So now I'm like, oh, how long do I need to wait before I take the 3rd one? Because I'm going to be up all night.
Oh, no.
Well, my sleep schedule's still off from when I was sick that week, so yeah. I woke up really early, so I keep wanting to go to bed really early. It's like I really need to start fixing my sleep schedule, but today I'm just so tired. I don't know if I even want to try to fix it.
So maybe you should go to bed early, sleep a longer time, wake up refreshed, and then start your schedule back on.
Yeah.
Because you're still being sick, you could probably, like, even if you're over being sick, you could still use the rest. You know what I mean? Sure. Just to get yourself back on track.
And I like staying up all night. I like being up at night to sleep at day. I'm a night person.
Oof.
Tiffany's like, not me. There's a whole deck on that Tiffany's wait for.
I didn't even get up till like 8:45, 9 a.m. this morning. It was like, I felt like half the day was gone.
Mm-hmm. For most people, they'll be like, oh, there's still time. You're like, no, the whole day's gone.
I know. I had to talk to my boss for a minute today, and I was like, are you sure you don't want me to do a session over Zoom?
No, you're supposed to be resting.
I know. She already had my doctor's note, which was the whole reason I needed to talk to her because my husband scanned the doctor's note that said I had to be off work. She's like, no. I'm like,
I haven't seen Jaws in such a long time. Like, really?
My husband's favorite movie.
Really?
Jaws.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard Descent.
It's okay, but it's kind of boring to me.
Which one?
Descent. I've never seen it or heard of it, but Chucky series, I haven't watched all of them. I haven't watched the earlier ones, surprisingly enough, but the later ones I enjoyed.
The Descent, that's where they like go down in some kind of cavern thing or something, and something gets them.
I love the Conjuring movies. Those are more thrillers, but I'm in love with that franchise. And
the Conjuring's all about jump scares.
Yeah, and I love it.
That would be my least favorite.
Oh, those are true stories too, and it makes it so much more fun. Which is funny because I don't usually watch true stories.
Well, they're based on true stories, but we don't. Hollywood hypes it up a little bit more.
I don't like true stories like Titanic or La Bamba. That's a really old one though. So,
I like La Bamba.
I do too.
The stories are sad, but I'm also not into watching those sad movies either. That's also probably why I didn't like those. But The Conjuring, those are.
La Bamba for me is more the music, and But anyway,
I watched La Bamba because my grandmother liked it.
Yeah. Rose telling you not to be breaking the rules, Tiffany.
What rules? What'd I do?
I guess maybe with your medicine or something or whatever. I don't know.
I woke up so early. And I can't take that medicine without food, so I didn't eat till late. So I didn't take my first one till late, then I couldn't take my second one till late. Now here we are.
So you don't like eat like as soon as you get up then? Are you like one of those that has to be up for a while?
I am, because I have to take a bunch of medicine as soon as I eat every day. Not even just now, just in general. And I don't like to do it first thing. I like to have a cup of coffee and chill. And then, I don't know.
See, I get up and then eat my breakfast and then go on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, see, I don't think we're gonna be on much longer now because I'm tired.
We can wrap it up. I mean, I know you're still recovering, so
Yeah.
you know.
Whenever
I try to catch up with comments first.
Okay. The Haunting of Hill House. I'm reading the next one. Yeah, when I was reading the book, that's when my coworker was watching the movie, so we were the TV show, so we were comparing.
They're totally different things, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
I've never actually seen
book
it.
and the movie are like two separate entities.
Mm-hmm. We were just like this, like some similarities. That's like all we could compare to, because he wasn't going to read the book and I wasn't going to watch the show. So, but
well, I watched a few of the episodes, and so I was like, yeah, this isn't anything like that. Like,
yeah,
I wasn't a big fan of the book, but
it's okay.
Tiffany, because you asked how it went yesterday.
Like staying up, I was up late.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's late? 11:30?
No, it was later than that. It was like 12:30, something.
So how long do you have to wait between taking pills?
Well, that's a good question. I don't know.
When I looked up, because I take medicine throughout the whole day, they say you should wait 2 hours in between to let your body absorb the medicine before that one.
Well, because I'm like, if you took it around 6 o'clock, like 4 hours is like 10 o'clock. So I mean, that wouldn't really be.
Yeah.
Yes, I can probably take the last one.
Yeah.
And
then maybe you won't stay up too late. I don't know.
Right.
Hopefully, right?
Oof, yeah. Hopefully.
I like ghost movies. I like ghost, period. My 4 top favorites, like magical beings, are witches, vampires, ghosts, and skeletons. As you can tell, since I'm wearing a skeleton. But
you know what? I thought it had flowers on it from here. I'm blind though. So.
Flowers and butterflies, and then
okay, so that's why.
I thought it had flowers or something on it too.
Yeah, I did too.
I plan on writing a skeleton story. I have one planned because skeletons are so underrated, in my opinion, when it comes to all these magical creatures. And I've fallen in love with them this past year, and now I really want to write a book about them.
There you go.
Cozy says that you guys can do Discord reading sprints, Tiffany.
Yay!
If you guys want to stay up.
If you want, you can use the voice and talk with your,
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
They're my obsession. Oh, the scary movies?
Yeah.
The horror movies and like the ghost. I think she likes the ghosty ones. I like creature monster movies and creature features.
Rebel Tiffany.
Oh, she can stay up late. All right.
What's that?
Mm-hmm. She said Rebel Tiffany.
Oh, I know.
Rebel Tiffany.
Cecilia is a night owl. She's a night owl.
Yeah.
I love jump scares. I don't get jump scares that often, so when one actually gets me, I get so excited and the adrenaline rushes, and I'm so happy. I'm weird.
I don't like jump scares.
I'm very weird. Not very many people like jump scares, but I love them, especially since I don't, jump scare.
It's because even though I know what's going to happen, it still gets me. Even non-scary movies like Crocodile Dundee. Whenever it's going to fill the bottle of water up, and you know the alligator's going to come or whatever, crocodile is like.
I'm with you, Hannah. I'm with you. on a small, tiny screen in broad daylight with birds chirping around me as I look with one eye. Yes, I'm good.
No, my mom closes her eyes during horror movies, and so does my sister. But me and my aunt, we devour them. I know when I first moved to Florida, my aunt decided since I didn't get to see my aunts very often when I lived in Illinois because she lives in Florida. That's why I don't get to see her anymore now because I'm back in Illinois. But she wanted to take me out to the movies, just the two of us, and she said I can choose any movie I want. I chose The Conjuring, which surprised her because she didn't know I was a fan of horror or thriller, and she was happy because she wanted to see it too. She's a big fan of that stuff. And then after we left the theater, she called my mom because I was only like 13, and she asked if that was okay if she took me to see it because it's technically a scary movie. And she was like, "Oh yeah, you know." I mean, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream since I was like younger than that, so it's not that I wasn't used to. But I still remember that my aunt was so surprised that I wanted to see that, and I was only 13. And that was my first pick.
I didn't get into anything like that until I was a teenager and met one of my friends in high school, and that's all she watched was like horror movies. So I either had to get used to it or not go over to her house, one of the two.
I'd be like,
Everybody could join.
bye, Sherry. Have a good night.
See you in the Discord.
That's the party.
Yep.
Maybe that's the one I'll get at the library tomorrow if I can
There
find
you go.
it.
Cool.
Because I am doing the whole.
Yeah, it has a
library
talking
tomorrow.
skeleton in it
Or
or whatever, so you
Sunday.
might like that.
Yeah, sometime this weekend. It might not be tomorrow. It might be Sunday, but sometime this weekend I'm going. See what I can find.
They freak me out too. And ghosts and goblins and witches and warlocks
And anything
And-
horror related.
and
That's awesome.
children.
I love it all.
You name it.
Anything other than a nice cozy town with some merchants or a shirtless biker, Tiffany's not up for it.
Yeah.
My husband's asking about The Witching Hour, if anybody has seen that
No,
or read it.
no.
It's on my TBR.
Oh, it's
I've
Anne
heard
Rice.
of it. I've heard of it.
Oh, Anne Rice, The Witching Hour. Oh, yeah, no.
Okay, I've heard of that one, but I haven't read it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it any good?
The first one is really good. The second
Yes.
one is not as good, and the third one was really not good.
So basically, just the first one.
Yeah, so just read the first one.
Just read the first one. It'll be another Dune there for you, Storm.
Yeah, read the first one and not the rest of
It's
it.
a big long book.
But yes, Cassie, I agree. It's so rare that it's exciting when it happens.
I mean, like my shadow can jump scare me. No.
Mine often does, so you know. Listen,
I
I'm
like
playing.
to
I'm
find
playing with this
it.
little hair clip, and it's like hitting a reflection on something else, and I'm like this the whole time. Why am I scaring myself? Like,
Stop, Kairu. Come on,
No.
Kairu. Quit. Ugh.
I love The Quiet Place. I can't wait to see the second one.
Okay, come on, buddy.
I don't think I saw that in theater. I know my mom, aunt, sister, and I all went to see what's it called? Ouija, and that was really good. My mom and sister, they were like, my aunt and I, we wouldn't close our eyes because it's because we're not scared of that stuff.
I rarely go and watch a horror movie, but
be
like,
careful. Love you.
I watch them on TV, but not in the theater.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
They're
That
very,
has to go
very,
watch
they're
to
very
watch that.
terrifying. You are correct.
Is it called Sanji, whatever? That new Marvel movie.
Oh, Shang-Chi. My coworker just saw that last night.
Did they like it?
Loved it. Loved it.
He wants to see that one really bad.
He's like, you better watch it because we're on break until next Thursday. He's like, don't come back to work unless you've watched it. I'm like,
all right, Cozy.
I'm going to ask you about a buddy read for October. Cool.
yeah, I'm with Hannah though. Whenever like you see a little kid and it's like a nice day out and the little boy's like, Mommy, what happened to Daddy? I'm like, oh hell no, you need to get out of there right now. Daddy's gone, move on. It's no. Mm-mm.
The Grudge because I watched it when I was really
Yeah,
young.
no horror movie I watched when I was a kid scared me for life. I just love them so much, and I ate them up.
I didn't even think The Grudge was that bad.
I haven't seen The Grudge though.
That's just the Grudge is the one with like the creepy girl that like twists and all.
Yes,
that.
I know of her, but I haven't actually seen it yet. I did see The Ring, but that was so long ago I hardly remember it, and it pretty much has the same person.
It's very similar.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. There we go. Wow, buddy. Okay.
I think I'm gonna wrap this up.
I was just gonna say I gotta wrap up because it's almost 10 o'clock and that means wrestling's coming on. So
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
I need to go make my breakfast yogurt. So
thank you so much, Jahara. This was very fun.
yeah.
Yes, Johara, thanks for hosting.
Of course, I always have fun hanging out with you girls.
And both of you guys feel better.
Yeah, I feel okay. I just,
You relax, you feel better.
Yeah,
Thank
you were acting better. Yeah.
I'll see you guys later.
See
All
ya.
right, guys, have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.